Alright guys, we are back for another video here. I want to kind of look at some of these Sparking Zero V-Jump scans. I do also have some of the other Dragon Ball games here. We got Legends, Dokkan Breakers, and Kakarot. Although it's not really, we'll take a glance at them in a second, but Sparking Zero is definitely going to be the biggest kind of like info that we're going to get from this month's V-Jump. And it does seem to have a lot of good stuff in here in relation to characters that are actually going to be in Sparking Zero. Now, we saw in the trailer before, when we first saw characters, the number one character that made me go crazy was Bergamo. I saw Bergamo and it was like, oh, okay, we're getting a lot of characters here, and that's kind of what I'm thinking here too. Because the biggest character I identify and go, oh yeah, is Kakunsa. So let's just pop these out real quick. There and there, okay. And let's just kind of look in depth. Okay, so we have full power Broly. I mean, I would assume that, yeah, that like big like Dragon Ball Super guns like that would be in here. The only thing I do wonder, I easily could see them intentionally hold back with major characters. I think like Beast Gohan is one that comes to mind, right? Like they would intentionally hold back on like Beast Gohan to sell him as like DLC or something like that. Unfortunately, that's just the landscape of gaming that we're kind of in right now, right? But hopefully a lot of these major hitters towards the end of Dragon Ball Super are going to be there. So there's Birder, looks like Kale, Super Trunks, Roshi. Now, this here, it looks like this maybe could be UI Goku, but I don't know, because it's just showing like Goku and Vegeta. But, I mean, I would assume UI is definitely going to, I mean, they got to drop UI. So this is Power, and then here we have Speeds. We have Hit. There's Vegeta and Goku. We have Jason Birder. That is Dispo. Is it hitting Super Trunks? We've got this account right here, the Sparking Zero News, who kind of did. Okay, so Nappa is there. Okay, Super Trunks, obviously. Kale. Oh, Topo. It's Jason Birder hitting Topo. Okay. All right. Well, good to see Mr. Mustache Man. Glad to have him showing up. Topo. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, God Topo. Yeah, this game is going to be crazy with just the sheer amount of characters. Who is he hitting? Is that Super Trunks Dispo is hitting? It looks like Super Trunks. And then I believe that mostly covers that. Okay. So we have a lot of characters here. I want to take a look. So the full roster of characters here. So these were the official characters that were revealed earlier on, right? So they're doing the same thing that like Tenkaichi 3 did, where we have Goku Z early, mid. Then we have a Super Saiyan mid version. Then an end of Z with all those different Super Saiyan versions. I don't have a problem with them doing this. Like, okay, so Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Like having like just like 50 Gokus like this. I think it is good to kind of be able to do like, okay, like let's do, specifically like Goku versus Perfect Cell or something like that. Right? Giving this to a lot of these characters is going to be a good thing. Like, I know people would see like the roster list. People do this every time where it's like, oh my god, there's like 500 Gokus. It's like, well, yeah, man. Like, it's it's how the story goes. Like, there's a million transformations. I mean, they could do 500 Vegetas. They could do 500 Gohans. Gohan is a character who, especially with now Beast Gohan being a thing. Like, how many Gohans can they drop? Right? Like, they could do a lot. So we have Scouter Vegeta, Grid Ape Vegeta, Vegeta Z early. So I'm going to assume this is Namek Vegeta right here. That's what I would guess. And this is Android Cell Saga, obviously Super Saiyan. Super Vegeta, then the end, Majin Vegeta, Super. Yeah, pretty good. Here, let's actually pull this up. So that end of Z Vegeta, we could see like Angel Vegeta from the Kid Buu fight and stuff like that. Then Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Okay. No Evolution Blue Vegeta confirmed yet. Blue Kaioken, UI. Of course, Ultra Ego is not going to make it in here until they would animate it, unfortunately. I would think, like, they have to, like, do something about that. Like, to have these, like, manga characters who, I mean, I don't, maybe I'm crazy, but, like, these companies, like, Shueisha and stuff like that, like, do they not like money? Like, do they know, like, how much, like, merchandise they could sell of Ultra Ego Vegeta? Do they not know how much he would make in the gacha games, figures, you know, DLC for the console games? Like, I just, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, Dragon Ball is, I mean, bro, you can see how big Dragon Ball is. Like, look at like the outpouring of like support and love for like Toriyama's passing, man. Like, they really need to push Dragon Ball harder. All right, so look at this. So we got Tien up here. What is that? Yamcha, Krillin, Jiren. There's, that looks like Sword of Hope, Bergamo. There's a lot of spots. Is this, what is this, like 160 spaces or something like that? I remember someone had counted up all these spaces. Just because a bunch of them are used by Goku and stuff like that is not a problem if we have Bergamo and Kakunsa getting spots, and then of course Kale and stuff like that. All right, so we looked at that. Okay. Yeah, so now we could jump to this. So there was this leak going around, which apparently is like, this is from February 21st. Okay. So information here, let's actually lower the zoom a little bit there. One more. Perfect. Okay. So we have info for the next trailer, Power versus Speed. Like, we could see this V-Jump thing is talking about that. So the next trailer should be very soon then. Not focused on particular character or duo of characters, but a bunch of different characters in different eras of Dragon Ball. Goes from order from OG Dragon Ball all the way to Super. GT isn't shown yet. Now, when I mentioned that, certainly they're going to save some stuff for DLC. Maybe that's what they'll do with that. I don't... Man, I just, like, I don't think that they could drop... Like, they have to have... Like, as long as they would just have, like, Super Saiyan 4 Goku in here, like, it would seem ridiculous to not have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who back then was, like, the guy... Like, I remember me and my friends, like, you know, it's like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's banned. Like, you know, no picking Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, so... I don't know. I mean, we need GT in here. Like, we're not going to say, like, maybe GT is not quite as good as some of the other series or something, sure, but we're not going to now pretend like Super Saiyan 4 is not fire, so that's dumb. Character types, game mechanic, all around power, speed, and technique. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games series. Okay. I never played Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, so maybe I'll check it out. First fight is from the 23rd World Tournament. Goku vs. Chi-Chi. Goku vs. Piccolo Jr. Super Vegito vs. Buhan. Ends on Vegito holding Buu with the Spirit Sword. TOP. UI vs. Jiren. Okay, there we go. Release window 2024. Winter 2024. So, that means we could... I mean, when, like, that lasts up to what, like, March? So we at least know the game should release within the next year then. Because, like, you know, that winter 2024, they could easily drop the game in, like, January or something like that. And, of course, the game could always be delayed. I know people get really upset at games getting delayed, but I just remember Final Fantasy 15 playing that the day it came out, and I would really just prefer, I think... if, you know, games get delayed to make it better, I will always like that. PS5, Xbox Series X, PC, and a mysterious question mark. Maybe Sparking Zero on a new Nintendo console. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Well, there's Sparking Zero. Definitely looks good. If you guys are curious, of course, I will be doing content on this. I'm sure I'll end up doing randomizers with Diddy and Nano and stuff like that. We'll have to have the wheel working overdrive somehow. And then the last thing here at the end, let's just take a look at the different scans of the other games. I don't think there's going to be anything super crazy in here for us to see, but I do want to still just pull them up. So here's Legends. There's the Golden Frieza Zenkai. And then there's the free to play Broly character. Yeah, they don't really Legends. I mean, I would have to think that like they really should put more into V Jump Legends. Like I don't know why they don't. I guess to be fair, like it's almost never these days where V Jump is revealing stuff in Dokkan. Like back in the day, V Jump is like what would be our first look at the next Dokkan Fest a lot of the time, right? Like I remember Future Gohan, Turles, many of those characters revealed in V Jump for the first time. So I guess maybe they figured it's just better to just like have everything on their own terms. I guess I don't really disagree with that. Here's Dokkan. So we have the Saiyan Day Vegeta. Obviously, he's very, very good. There's the Cell Event Burst Mode. So it's just Vegeta in the Cell Burst Mode. Okay. I was hoping maybe we could get like an EZA announcement. A lot of people are upset that we haven't seen an EZA announcement at the moment, but I think we still easily very could. I mean, Saiyan Day is a celebration that goes until the start of April, right? It's essentially a 2-week celebration, right? There's this year, which is going to be Vegeta, or this week is Vegeta's release, the Burst Mode, and then Super EZA for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And then this week right here, hopefully it would be a new EZA character, maybe LR Tech Broly. I think Majin Vegeta and Int Super Saiyan 3 Goku could work as the content for this last week right here. That would be fire, I think. So there's that. Then we got Breakers, obviously the Goku Black Zamasu, Fusion Zamasu characters in there. Okay, that's cool. It's cool. And then finally, we have the Oob and 23rd World Tournament, or 20... This is a 25th. No, because the 25th is the one in the Buu Saga, right? I'd have to double check. So maybe this is a 26th World Tournament? Nah, I'd have to double check. But anyway, no, because I think a couple happened before this, after Buu Saga, right? Whatever. But yeah, this is that Kakarot DLC. Maybe I'll hop into it at some point. I mean, that does look pretty fire right there. They always, I mean, how often have we seen them recreate this pose in like that wasteland? Like it's like Dragon, like the brand has like nostalgia baited this exact shot like 1,000 times in the last couple of years, 1,000,000 times. So let me know what you guys think of all the Sparking stuff. Definitely looking forward to it. Again, this leak seems like it's true. Winter 2024, I'm ready.